Good morning. I have this problem that I'm sitting here waiting to speak to you all and get myself ready, and suddenly I notice, really, I could have done something a little bit better with my hair today. What I really mean is, I need a haircut. But, got a bit of a wild professor look going on. And so I apologise. I apologise for not being a little bit more on the ball with my appearance. Please forgive me. So anyway, this week we've been, it's Holy Week. So we've been looking at what was happening to Jesus actually over the last 24 hours of his life. And so we started on Monday with the Last Supper. And on Tuesday I spoke to you, what did I speak to you about? About the betrayal, Judas betraying Jesus. Yesterday Adrian spoke to us about Peter denying Jesus. And within this now, I come to this, we're on the eve of Good Friday, and I want to speak to you about the trial of Jesus. And Jesus, really, he had two trials. He had the religious trial and then the civic trial. The Sanhedrin, as it was, that and the religious authorities met, and they met at night, which actually is a little bit, it's been questioned by theologians, in fact, were they sort of acting a bit illegally in themselves, but they met there, and they wanted to charge Jesus with blasphemy. Jesus was a threat to their religion. And then they took Jesus, they took him to Pontius Pilate, and they said, this guy is claiming to be king of the Jews. And it was like he was a threat to the civil structure. So that was the thing. That's where both of these sort of trials were acting from. One was acting from this place of, this is a threat. This man is a threat to our religion. And then they took him to Pontius Pilate, and this man is a threat to the structure of life. And you know what? They were right. Jesus was and continues to be a threat to religion. There's a guy called Floyd McClung. I think it's a great name. It's very American, isn't it? Floyd McClung, he wrote a book called Loving the God Who Loves You. And he said in that, religion is man's way of searching for God. Jesus is God's way of searching for man. I love that. That's the reality, isn't it? That Jesus is a threat to religion. He was and he is. And as for a threat to a way of life, Jesus and followers of Jesus have changed the world. It's still turning the world upside down. Actually, it's interesting if you were to read the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. The argument would be that the fall of the Roman Empire was caused by Christianity. Jesus continues to turn things upside down. And to be perfectly honest, this is the other thing, is that fear of those changes are the things that still get in the way of so many people having a relationship with Jesus. There's so many people who look at Jesus and they look at this, they think of religion. And actually they may have questions, they may have arguments, they may have doubts, they may have misheard something or heard something or read something, and they put all these little barriers up. And it becomes this fear of, I don't want to know about that Christianity, I don't want to know about Jesus. You know what they believe? I don't know if you know what we believe. But that fear comes in, doesn't it? There can be so many things that get in the way of this deal that, you know what, Jesus wants a relationship with you. He wants to know you, he wants to set you free. Don't let ignorance and fear be a barrier to what could be the most greatest life-changing thing could happen in your life. Because this is the thing, it's not just about religion, it's the fact, yes, I will tell you the utter truth. If you decide to follow Jesus, right, it will change your life. It may turn your life upside down, and that'll be a good thing. It's about freedom. That's the challenge, to knock barriers out of the way. I'll tell you now, once again, if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I think it's the 6th of April, I'm pretty sure I got that right, we're starting an Alpha online. Hope Church is doing that. And wherever you are, wherever you're hearing this, you can come along to that, you can sign up to that. And it's for people who want to ask those questions. It's for people who want to get past that barrier of, I don't know, but I think I'm frightened of that, or I'm really angry about that, or I've heard this, I've heard it. Get past that. So I say this Alpha Tuesday, office@wearehopechurch.net. Send us an email. Please, you're welcome. Wherever you are, whoever you are. It's not something to embarrass you, it's something for you to be able to come and ask those questions. That's the exciting. It's always about, I feel quite often we make barriers that aren't there. So please, don't miss the point. If I looked at that trial of, was going on, the priests and all those people, there's people going, when Jesus was on trial with the priests and that, there was people like hitting Jesus in the back of the head. And they're sitting there, going, prophesy, who hit you, and this type of thing. And I think, flipping heck, feel for them in front of God. But my other point in that is that, they just missed the point. They could miss the point. And as I said, Pontius Pilate and all those civil authorities, they missed the point. Don't miss the point. If you don't know Jesus today, don't miss it. Don't let stuff you've heard or whatever it is get in the way of that. Don't let fear get in the way of that. Don't let ignorance get in the way of that. Please, get in touch. Then, those of you who I know who are watching now, because I can see your names come up, who know Jesus, what am I going to say to you today? Don't miss the point. Still, don't miss the point. It's about Jesus. This is Galatians chapter 5 verse 1. It says this: it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. Jesus set me free. And it's quite easy for me to maybe get a bit religious. It's a little bit easy for me to, not want my life to continue to be changed. But it's for freedom that I was set free. When we think about tomorrow, we think about Good Friday. Jesus died. My freedom. My responsibility as a follower of Jesus is not to get reburdened again, not to try and look things to tie myself in knots with again, but to know that in freedom, set free to run. So, that is my day today. Tomorrow, Graham's going to be showing you going through the crucifixion. But remember that today. Do not let something, and I know I'm repeating myself, I don't mind. I'll keep on saying it probably all my life. Don't put obstacles that shouldn't be there in front of getting to know Jesus. And if you do know him, keep running in freedom. God bless.